We're at TV Line's Comic-Con suite with the cast of Colony. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
So, is it exciting and a little scary to be entering into a third season when you really don't know what the show is going to look like? I mean, it's sort of like it turned on its head a little bit. Let's start with the cast. Like, it feels like it's going to almost like a new show now.
Yeah, it is like a new show, and I love that about it. You know, the move, I think, is going to broaden the show and open it up to all sorts of possibilities that we haven't seen. So, you know, it's going to take the characters to whole new levels.
A lot of trees. There are going to be trees. It's a lot of trees. We're going to the Pacific Northwest. But
Sounds like a euphemism.
but it's, as Ryan has pointed out, and you too, Wes.
Yeah,
I know you both pointed out together that this is a global occupation, and so there are many places for us to go.
One of which you hinted at in season 1.
Correct. I did, to you. That's right.
I was there.
Season 1.
I was listening.
What was the hint?
It was that there are like 6 colonies up along the West Coast. And I'm not saying that's where we go, but you can
But
be
there are
outside of Los
trees.
Angeles and there are issues.
Oh,
There
you said
continue to
that?
be issues.
I didn't pay attention to that
No, you
because
didn't. He wasn't
it was
in-
you speaking.
He wasn't in the scene.
For me, going into season 3 is terrifying because I've never survived the 3rd season of a television show.
That's true?
Yep, nope, not once.
And you're sure you're in it?
I mean, we haven't started shooting yet.
Super awkward time to talk about this.
So, never know.
Bart, can you get Sarah's agent?
Are we done with LA? And what does that mean for you? Is LA out of the LA block out of the question?
LA has been, well, at least the Los Angeles block, not the whole colony, but the block has been emptied out via total rendition. So it's a very quiet and lonely place right now. But I think there are a couple of stories that remain to be told there. So it's going to be this is going to be the widest swath of geography that we've ever had in the show in terms of our storytelling. Most, ground covered and kind of bouncing back and forth between different locations, different storylines. And eventually things will start to come back together, but we'll have to stay tuned and see how that all works out.
When do you start shooting season 3?
September 7th.
September 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in prep right now.
All right.
But they just sent us,
Scripts?
episode 1.
And
That's all we have.
and I have it. I have it right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's read from it.
Yeah.
Open on Snyder.
It's amazing. Like, to be
Snyder
fair,
takes out a machine
the
gun.
email chain that we all sent around after we read it,
We were very
Carlton actually
Make
smacked
links.
us down because
There was
he
a
was
lot
like,
of
"This is
enthusiasm.
all expletives." I was like, "This is effing awesome."
Positive expletives. Yes.
Yeah, positive.
Why?
Because it's effing awesome.
I think because so many of the questions I've had about the show, just mythology-wise, that I thought were going to be questions that would continue until season 4 or 5 if we were that fortunate. Them, obviously, not me. They addressed them and dug into them. So they're not being coy with the audience. It's not a tease. It's, this is what's on the table now, and it starts a whole new set of circumstances.
There's also sort of ramped up the alien activity. There's a lot going on the ground and in the sky, and I wasn't supposed to say that. Was I supposed to say that?
You're doing great.
What did he just say?
You're really doing
You're
great.
killing it.
Because you're blushing.
Like, no, seriously, you're killing our show right now.
For Snyder, I just don't know that I'm not. I'll have to. I can't say it. So all right.
I was just starting to like him, and then he plants that tracking device or what in the car, and then why he's evil.
He got you too,
He's
huh?
evil
Yeah.
and he's not evil. He's he sort of runs the gamut like we all do. He's very human as far as I'm concerned.
How long? And I know you've got asked this before, so make up a new answer. How long do you envision the show going for?
We've always had a plan in mind for what the last season is, what the last story is. The question has always been kind of how much middle material do we need to bridge that gap. I think we're getting a closer sense of that this year. I would confidently say that there are definitely 5 seasons worth of story, but that's not to say that the gap doesn't demand another story. And we've always been, Wes and I and Carlton have always been very insistent from the beginning that we don't want to overstay our welcome. We want to get out kind of just before it feels like the show's come to an end. I think shows now, a lot of shows get to plan their ending, which didn't used to be the case. And I think we should, be this kind of follow in those footsteps and do the same thing, because it's ultimately just better to leave when the audience wants a little more versus when they think you've overstayed your welcome.
Sarah, are we going to get more Prison Break?
Take it away. You probably know more than I do. I mean, every time I keep thinking the show is over, particularly for me. If there's more in the works, they haven't gotten around to talking to me about it, but I'm pretty low on the priority level of people that they alert to these things. So,
Okay.
that's all I got for you.
Thank you for that solid information.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I'm going to take that. and
Thank
run.
you for that withering sarcasm. I would expect nothing less.